Hey guys, welcome back to another week of content culture. It's your girl Tomi,
And Nicole.
and here we are with part two of meeting the men from Michelle Young's season of The Bachelorette. And I feel like last week, we were pretty nice, you know?
Mm.
I think we gave some descriptive words, some gowns, beautiful gowns. They're wonderful people. And I'm ready to kind of dive in and see what else we have to look forward to this season.
Yeah, I'm hoping the second half of the cast gives us a little more, has more to offer us.
I did a quick glance because again we're trying to do like first impressions here, but we had to gather some to make it like easier to read off of and get all the Instagrams, and I can already feel like this is the strong half of the cast.
Mm. You'd love to see it. Okay,
The alphabet
well, let's dive
doing what it
right
needs to
in.
do.
Our first man today is Mr. Leroy. He's 27. Oh, he's from Ghana. His parents emigrated from Ghana, but he's a
Mm.
biomedical PhD student, which feels right. I'm like,
Yeah,
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 that
pretty
feels
on
on
brand.
brand. I can say it. Uh, he's from Dallas, Texas. He is a true academic who has a flair for fashion and a penchant for fun. He was born in
Mm.
Italy to parents who immigrated from Ghana and then
Wow.
moved with his family to the U.S. in pursuit of the American dream. The audience isn't going to love this, but I love this. I'm like, this is America. This is
Yeah.
what it's all about, right? He has worked incredibly hard in his educational pursuits, clearly, and now as that chapter of his life comes to a close, he's ready to find someone whom he can share his beautiful world. He is incredibly proud of his Ghanaian roots and wants someone who will always support him being his most authentic self. He loves brunch, yes, but nothing makes
Okay.
him happier than holding hands with the woman he loves. He says that when he dates with intention. His intention here? Hopefully to leave with the hand of the love of his life.
Mm.
Some fun facts about Leroy. He loves go-karting. He does not like to gamble. He said, no sins here. And he is a big fan of breakfast in bed.
Ooh. So basically just breakfast twice because he
Yeah.
said he loves brunch and
Mhm.
breakfast in bed. But you know what? That's my favorite meal of the day. So I'm all about it. This is a gorgeous dark skinned black man. Looks like he has a lot going for him, obviously. Like this, I mean, you have to. Do you think he's going to come out of the gate? I think he's going to come out speaking a different language. I think he's going to come out speaking Italian.
That would be amazing.
Because, like,
That
what
would be
could
what
be double
Andrew
take?
that would be what Andrew S. thought he did last season,
Right,
but actually delivering upon it.
right. Andrew S was cute, but
He
this guy's like
was.
fine. Leroy is fine to me.
And he's an actual model.
Right. Let's take a
Hold up
look
the
at this
Instagram.
Instagram.
Let's.
The vibes, immaculate. Because let me tell you, ladies, when you say like you don't want a guy to be active on Instagram, this is not what I mean. I don't want some guy out there who's literally posting the exact same photo over and over and over, where it's like me with the bros, and it's just like them doing this weird stance pose thing, holding the fish photo, holding the dog, holding your friend's baby, sure, but then like the rest of it is just like old snaps from college.
Right, that's really what
This,
it is. It's like pictures of with Mima and then like his sister's baby, and then you're right, the old throwback pics that are really 10 years old at this point.
yeah, this is the Instagram that I want to see.
He's giving content. Okay, he's giving art,
Vision, direction.
editorial. Oh, this picture with the jacket. Do you see that series? The movement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's not just like I'm a model, it's like I have artistic vision because of the way it's like spread out on the grid. And I'm not mad about it. I don't be here for the wrong reasons. It's fine because this is the type of male content creator that could like take over the game.
Right. I want good things for him. I see that Chelsea Vaughn from Matt James' season already follows him. I don't know if they know each other
Ooh.
from modeling or if it's a thirst follow, but we love to see it.
They would be an
Hot.
incredibly hot looking couple.
I wouldn't be able to look away, but it would be unfair how good they would look together.
Ooh, I want it so much now. And even just you saying that. And you know, that brings up a good point. I was just thinking like, do we have anyone from this season that has connections to previous seasons? Because usually we have like one or two. Like last season we had Andrew S, like we said, who was connected to Clay. and some other stuff. But
And then
like,
Brendan obviously knew Blake last season.
yes, Canadian Brendan.
Canadian Brendan knew Blake
Yes,
from
yes,
home.
yes,
So yeah.
yes. And so I don't think I've seen anything connecting people. I could be wrong, and if I find out, I will definitely like share. But I don't think I've seen any of that from this season yet.
Right.
Fascinating,
Interesting.
Leroy. So it's difficult to feel like I think he could go far, just like perhaps personality wise, but I also like there's not anything in there really that says like, oh, this is gonna like be drawn to Michelle particularly. Like I just think he has like great qualities overall, not necessarily like good for Michelle.
Right. Like I think she'll think he's attractive, but
Yeah.
I don't know that I see anything that says, "Oh my gosh, they would be a great match."
Mm-hmm.
And this is who we need to like have her with.
I'm like looking for my little note now that I had of all my stuff from last week. So of course I don't have
know.
that.
This is the problem. I made that note last week and now I
Oh.
can't find it. Let me see if I.
Oh, okay. I take it back because I actually found mine.
Oh, I did find mine. Okay, I had 3
Okay.
written down and I have a feeling that I'm going to be taking some of them off the list. I have a feeling.
Yeah. So now I'm kind of torn on the Leroy. I don't feel strongly enough, but you know what? I hope you get top 10 for our sake. I hope you become the Christian of this season where you just get a bunch of followers for no reason besides looking good and being smart. Good for you, sir.
Listen, white people get to do that on this show. Why can't black people?
Amen. Amen. All right. So let's go to our next person. LT is his name. Just
and
the
there's
initials.
Some tea. There's some tea.
And there is some tea. First of all, this man is 38 years old. But before that part, so this man is actually Clint Eastwood's grandson.
Yes.
But the weird story about this is that his mom did not start forming a relationship or like reaching out to Clint Eastwood until like only a couple years ago. So it's not like he has a relationship with Clint himself as well. I mean, like maybe he does now, but like it's not like he grew up sitting on Pop's lap, who just happened to be Clint Eastwood. It's not that type of situation. So I wonder if that's going to come up at all during the season. Like perhaps it's his PTC card that he shares of like a little tragedy of like, we were cut off family wise and we're using this time because family is so important and, we found ways to come back together. It's a beautiful story.
It could be. I mean, I don't know if Michelle's going to relate to it necessarily because it's not like it's a sob story that doesn't like relate to her in any way, I feel like. But
yeah.
It could. She
I don't
could be
think
like,
it has to relate though.
Right. I think it could be a good one for him to be like vulnerable, and then she's like, "Oh, like thank you so much for sharing that with me."
Mm-hmm.
And they go from there. Matt James flashbacks.
Matt James styles. I think it's a way to share a little bit about yourself without being too heavy. Like because it's I feel like that's more of a lot for his mom to have kind of gone through versus like him.
Right.
But I don't know. Different strokes, different folks. But let's get back to LT. This man, okay, it's funny because his job is yoga guru. But if looking at his photo, I would say he's an esthetician.
Yes, the skin is nice.
It is
taut.
Like if you were to, pulled as tight as possible. That's what his skin looks like. Lots of Botox, lots of chemical peels. And you know what? I love that for you. He's a yoga guru from Bellevue, Washington. His bio says he's never had to worry about much in his life. Okay, so is there Clint Eastwood money? I'm confused, but anyway, let's keep going. He is very much fulfilled professionally and in his family life. The only thing missing, someone to share all his happiness with. LT says he doesn't have any real deal breakers and is more focused on finding a genuine connection in a partner. He wants to find someone who will appreciate his quirky sense of humor, join him on long walks, and truly bring out the best in him. LT is a romantic at heart and at his core just wants to find someone with whom to watch old movies and exchange love letters. Fun facts, he loves his 2 pet cats, Savannah cats. I don't know if there's a specific difference there.
Yeah, let me
lives for a good Thank you. Lives for a good spin class. Of course you do, LT, because that's the vibe you're giving me. LT has 1 tattoo, his grandfather's initials over his heart. Yeah, that's 100% coming out then on the show.
Yeah, he's definitely this is gonna be, I don't want to say the sob story, but he's gonna share this.
It's gonna be his motivating thing. And that means that he's gonna get far enough deep run to be able to share this. And then you're supposed to care about it. So at least, again, I keep saying people are top 10. Not everyone can be top 10, but I think he'll get there. Perhaps a group date. I don't see it anything in common really vibe
We
wise,
talked
nothing.
about this last week about who the next Bachelor is. You can listen to last week's episode. But when we didn't know, there were rumors that it was going to be him because everyone was like,
Mm-hmm.
obviously it would be such a great Bachelor backstory that he didn't know his grandfather, and his long lost grandfather was Clint Eastwood. I just have to say, after hearing this about him, I'm glad it's not him.
Yes.
I feel bored. I'm going to send you what I found about these Savannah cats. Fascinating. Fascinating. You know I love a good animal fact.
I'm scared. Where are you sending this to me?
I texted it to you.
Okay. So, listeners, it kind of reminds me of a small lynx. Like a small mountain lion looking thing.
The pictures of them, there's some that are on two legs. They're higher than a dishwasher, for reference. They look like a little leopard type cat.
So, okay, yeah, I was looking at this and it is in comparison to a house cat. So, I feel like is he allowed to own these? I guess so. Otherwise, you wouldn't say on national publications because people would take them away.
Hold on, I have to send you the second picture from Reddit and then we can move on. But I just
this is what it's all about, people.
This feels like when I first learned about those giant Tommy's face right now, if you're not watching. When I learned about the giant rabbits that are like tanks, that's how I feel right now about learning about Savannah cats. And he has two of them. This man has to go. He's not going to go immediately, but he should, just for the cats.
Or those Brahmin chickens when that video went viral a couple years ago, where it came out of the chicken coop and it was the largest chicken you've ever seen. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's the same uncomfortableness I see of this. First of all, you have two of them just walking around your home. These wild creatures.
Because people don't put cats they're not like dogs. They're not going in crates or anything. They just roam wild. I am uncomfortable.
Wild and free. Mm-hmm.
We talked about how I feel about men with cats last week, and I definitely feel like I've been reassured.
No, it's not the same.
I feel like I gave my testimony last week, and now God said, let me deliver for you, Nicole. And I appreciate it because Tomi was out here trying to say, it's cute when men have cats. It shows that they're, fatherly. If a man had this cat, I would be calling the police. I'd be calling Tomi to come get me. I'd be like, we need a family emergency immediately.
Listen, there's a difference between having a cat and having Simba in your home.
And that's, listeners, what he has. He has two Simbas.
LT, I guess I would call you a night one, but because of this backstory, it's night three. It's night three. So either way, you're not ending up with Michelle, but peace and blessings to you and your two incredibly large cats.
Can we just take a look at the Instagram?
Sure, we can do a quick look.
It's mostly the bio for me.
It's the longest bio. First of all, LT Murray the Fourth, arts and entertainment, be undeniable, everything Zen, aviation, artist, yoga spin, teeter fitness coach, animal lover, women empowerment, ex-former coach. Link in bio to, I don't know, whatever, some type of philanthropic thing. And he already has 7.7 thousand followers. And then the feed is chaos, fitness, cats, vibes, a reel featuring a photo of Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton. Just all of it is so much. And honestly, it gives me the vibes of a 50-year-old man.
Okay.
I feel like he's he says 38, but I'm like, this is an old 38.
It has the chaos of Britney Spears' Instagram. It's close.
It's what is this connecting link? Because I feel nothing, really. It's just everywhere.
Yeah. No aesthetic, no vibes, just posting whatever.
It does look like he has a very good connection with a relationship with his mother, though, and I like that.
I do like when they have a good relationship with their mom, but I am very concerned.
Yeah. I have to move on. I can't do it.
Why is Lori Loughlin in dispute? Okay, let's continue.
We have to keep it moving.
I'll be here for 30 minutes. The whole episode will be me dissecting this. Okay, so next up we have Martin. He is 29. He's a personal trainer from Miami, Florida. At any given time, he can be found working out on the beach, He's a passionate and disciplined man, and he spends his days perfecting his physique and spending time with his loud, fun family who immigrated from Argentina when he was 10 years old. Martin says he
Uh-huh.
gets his passion from his parents and credits them for teaching him how a husband should treat his wife. He's looking for a mature, health-conscious woman who wants to be loved. He's ready to make a big commitment and plans to be fearless in his pursuit of love. Some fun facts. He could do a backflip. He would love to get lost in a foreign country. And he can cook basics, all caps, very well.
Cook basics.
I need to know what those basics are. I'm going to say it.
What would you consider cook basics? Eggs?
Yeah, I was gonna say like you can boil an egg, a hard boil an egg. You have to be able to make
Rice?
toast. Hopefully, you can make rice.
It's just
I don't know.
just box food stuff at this point. Maybe a good baked chicken.
Frozen dinner. Yeah. You should be able to make chicken.
I mean, I make these jokes, but pretty much that's me. I can cook basics. If someone were to ask me, that's what I would put.
Would you
forth.
make that your fun fact though?
Not at all. Not at all. Trying to capture the hearts of America? It's not what I would go with.
But it does, like, I just opened the Instagram and it does like lead into it. Like, I think he's fitnessy, so he's probably meal prepping. That's what the basics are.
So the basics
Unseasoned
is
chicken.
basic chicken, unseasoned, couple pieces of broccoli,
steamed,
a handful of quinoa,
Yes.
Perhaps brown rice if he's feeling crazy.
That's a little too much. That's far, Tomi.
I'm shocked that he has so many followers already.
I am trying to see if he is big on YouTube because he lists his YouTube in his bio. And so I wonder if he has a large YouTube. He says he has an app coming, which is kind of interesting too.
Fascinating. So he has 13,000 followers already. Feed all of the fitness things, of course. Shredded, 6 to 8 pack. Looks like a Marvel character, essentially. But I want to get into this hair where he made a choice of going essentially platinum blonde on top. But the strong Argentinian roots coming in of very dark beard, little cut in the eyebrow to show a little edge, tatted, but only on like one arm. And it's not even really a sleeve. It's just like just one large tattoo.
Yeah.
So, it's giving off a bad boy vibe.
It is. I wonder if he's going to come in and kind of be like, do you remember Jalen from season 2 of Love Island USA? He was Casa Moore. He got with Mackenzie.
Yes, with Mackenzie. Okay, yes.
I kind of get that vibe. Like, not saying they're the same person, but like he's going to come in. He's going to be kind of.
Explain that vibe, I guess, to people who don't know the obscure reference.
He's kind of going to be an F-boy, but he's like I struggle to say attractive F-boy. Like, objectively, attractive F-boy, piece of eye candy that Michelle will enjoy talking to, but he'll be kind of a jerk to the other guys.
It looks like F-Boy Island really wanted to cast this guy, and he just missed that window.
Yes. He's got a lot of plaid, like, flannel shirts with the sleeves cut off, and I'm just not sure about it.
Yeah, it's not a win for me, Martin, but, good luck on your journey. I don't know if I would say night 1 just because I don't really feel any other, like, connecting thing that could, like, keep him there story-wise, whatever-wise.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I see nothing.
It's not giving a lot.
Martin.
And he's not YouTube famous. I thought maybe he was YouTube famous, but he's not.
Nope. Just doing it for the gram. So we should move to Malik then?
Yes.
I didn't really get what his name was until I said it out loud, but it's like Malik, but spelled very differently. So instead of like Malik, it's Mollique. Very fun. I wonder if he's Frenchish?
Ooh, perhaps. Jamaican.
Oh, Jamaican?
That's what it looks like. We have a
Let
Jamaican
me
flag on Instagram.
let me read some of this bio. So he's 36. He's an academic administrator from San Diego, California. Malik is a hopeless romantic who is so ready to find his person. Raised by women all around him, he describes himself as a domesticated Renaissance man who believes wholeheartedly in the power of love and family. He is looking for a woman of quality, someone with morals who is selfless, patient, and well mannered. Oh my God. Malik has an 8-year-old son who is the best gift of love that he has ever received. From his son, he has learned that true unconditional love is and is ready to share that with the love of his life. He does not like frogs, has his motorcycle license. His favorite author is Nicholas Sparks. Throw this whole man away.
Yeah, I'm sure he's lovely, but I'm getting red flags left and right. I'm scared.
Is he lovely? Is he wonderful? Because
domesticated Renaissance man scares me.
Yeah, and it should. And it should. When you also say you're looking for a woman of quality, for me that reads like someone who is like I don't know, it's like I want a woman who's not like other women, who's not afraid to like stand by her man and like do what needs to be. It sounds very like there's like traditional conservative undertones throughout like that entire bio.
Which is
and
funny
then you like
because
threw in some Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah, and he talked about how like he was raised among women, so it feels something feels off.
Yeah, you would think he would understand a little bit better of how to craft something then, if that was the upbringing.
The Instagram is not changing anything for me. That's what I can say.
I'm gonna say between him and the last guy, I've already forgot his name, Martin, I believe. I feel like one of them is gonna be the villain.
It's got to be one of those two, or the guy from last week that had like mirror writing. The hotep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's no redeeming qualities of that at all. I think it's a little bit too far in terms of age. I don't think the kid is a deal breaker at all for Michelle, especially because I feel like at 8, that's like a good age of like you can have a conversation connection with them and then hopefully be able to like understand everything,
right?
Like process wise, and it not be hopefully too much of like a crash experience for her coming in. But it's unfortunately it has nothing to do with the child. Child, you're good, bro. It's all with you, the father. Sorry, he's a mess.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Sorry, Malik.
I do love the spelling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Nate. He is 27. He's a sales executive from Austin, Texas. When you walk into a room, it's hard not to notice Nate. He has a smile that sparkles like the stars. He is always the life of the party, and to boot, he is a 6'8" Adonis of a man. Okay.
Okay, let's pause. I'm writing him down.
Because Michelle's tall. You know what? 6'8". You're right. I was like, that's too tall, but Michelle's tall, so this isn't too tall for her.
Is he the tallest man we've had on this show?
You know what? We need to find that out. He might be, honestly. 6'8". How are they going to fit him in the frame?
Wait. What was Thomas's thing? Like on Paradise, where he was like, "Oh, sorry, I have to duck because I'm 6." He either said 6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah, I think he was 6'6".
Wild.
So we've got a new Thomas. All right. I mean, he's fine. So I run down. He doesn't have trouble meeting women. I bet he doesn't. But as he edges closer to 30, he's more focused on finding a long-lasting relationship that will go the distance. His dream woman is outgoing, spontaneous, and has enough swagger of her own to keep up with him. I love it. Okay.
I was going to say confidence, but not cocky.
Yeah. He's looking for a connection filled with heat and for someone who will be just as passionate about him as he is about her. He's looking for a teammate for life. Tie into Michelle. Yep. And is confident that Michelle may just be the one he's waiting for. His fun facts. He dreams of visiting the Taj Mahal.
Fascinating.
He can't dance to save his life. And he likes edible arrangements.
I will give him props on these fun facts. One, Taj Mahal, just because I feel like, I don't know, perhaps this lack of the social circles that I run in, but if someone says that they want to visit like one of the wonders of the stuff of the world, it's very rare that someone says the Taj Mahal.
Yes.
Perhaps they'll say they want to visit India one day, but it's never like specifically Taj Mahal. If it's like, East Asia, whatever, it's like Great Wall of China or like some other stuff. So I
Right.
feel like that's like unique.
Yeah.
And then also,
says he likes to travel.
And yeah, you have to like tie it in there with something like specific and pinpoint, and not just you like to travel, like we said earlier.
Right. I like this better than just like I love to travel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the edible arrangements. I mean, I do love a good cantaloupe myself, so I know I get hate for that because people think that cantaloupe is like the worst fruit, but I just call them haters.
Oh, he's got a cute dog. So what's interesting is he's got a Canadian flag in his bio, so this might be our Canadian.
They love to have a Canadian.
But his first name isn't really Nate. Tomi and I were discussing this. This is, we believe, well, I think Tomi can confirm, is a Nigerian man.
Confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. And you know the TikTok sound that goes, oh, I know it ain't a Nigerian. It's your girl. That's how I feel. That's how I felt when I saw Nate, and then I like pulled up the Instagram, and I was like, I wasn't ready for this one. Babatunde, Nate, Olukoya. My brother, please. Now I have to root for you. Now, the thing that's only getting me down right now, also, this puppy.
It's cute. Do you see the picture?
This is the cutest dog I've ever seen. It's like perhaps a long-haired dachshund mixed with like black lab.
Mm-hmm. That's the vibe I'm getting.
And it has like the largest eyes I've ever seen in a dog. And I have a Shih Tzu, and they got some big ass eyes.
Me too. Sorry.
Okay. He takes photos of stacks of the books that he's reading. Is that good or bad?
You know what? I'm reading the book titles and I think it's good. It could be bad, but I'm not going to write it off yet. Does he read any female authors? That's what I'm like trying to figure out right now.
Because they're all about like power, money,
race. Let's see.
Like all of these stock market,
rich dad,
code.
Poor dad. Okay, Vicky Robin, the millionaire next door.
He read White Fragility. Fascinating. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know what I feel like that's a book for white people.
I guess, do you read it before you? Because, I threw that out to everyone last summer. I was like, read this book. Leave me alone. I guess I probably should have read it a little bit more. But, it seems like a very good resource at the time. I could have been like you, Nate. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I feel like we don't need to read about white fragility because we've experienced it, right?
We're good, bruh. The thing that really gets me is he feels young. He's 27. And like everything about him said like wonderful, great vibes. I'm liking the Instagram. But it just seems...
He does seem young. He's 6'8", though.
But he's 6'8", though. So that alone gives me top 6.
I'm going to put a star. I like... He seems fun. I feel like he'll be a fun person to have in the house.
Yeah, I agree. Nate. Love it. Mm-hmm. And you know what? We going back to back. I know it ain't a Nigerian. I gotta patent this song, please. It's too good. I know you guys are like, please get this woman to turn down her microphone.
Guys, what I've learned from being friends with Tomi is that Nigerians ride so hard for each other. I did not know this was a thing. But I feel like I'm distantly a part of the family. So I'm like, oh, that's a Nigerian, just to let you know. Like I have to like tell Tomi if I see someone that's a Nigerian. I see a Nigerian man on a dating app. I feel like I need to text Tomi because I'm like,
please do.
She knows him.
Thank you. And you know what? Honestly, sidebar, I'm surprised you don't get a lot more being in the DC area. When he said like Texas, I was like, yeah, our hubs are Texas, DC, New York, Atlanta.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, keep your eyes out, people. So we have another one, Olamide. He's 27, an IT analyst from New Jersey. A former D1 hooper, but are you 6'8" though? Sorry, let me keep going. At Rutgers University, he knows how to compete at a high level and is coming here with one thing on his mind: Michelle. He thinks she is just absolutely beautiful, and as a strong believer in fate, he says that this journey is destined to be. He is not only confident, but is also caring, attentive, and more than willing to go above and beyond for the woman he loves. Olamide is ready to find his wife, and he's coming in hot. He enjoys theater, his favorite flower is a cherry blossom, and he hates tofu.
This is a good-looking man.
He's a very good-looking man. The fun facts are, like, odd to me. Like, they're the actual, like, facts variety versus, like,
Fun.
letting me learn something, like, yeah, fun about you. It was missing on that part. So that kind of gives me some, maybe that's the IT analyst coming in there. Let's see. Let me take a look at this Instagram. What are your thoughts?
Well, I immediately am jumping to Google because he has listed that he looks like has been on TV, on BET, on Fox. And so I'm trying to figure out that connection. There's definitely some shots that are giving art, but then there's some that are not.
He has 7.4 on Instagram. Yeah, it's art. It's like this, like deep tones, black and white, or like those darker photos, model-esque type things. Fitness, of course. Like, are they just all fitness influencers? Is that just what is at this point?
That's the feeling I'm starting to get.
And this is good too, because I feel like some other seasons, you feel like you look at their Instagram and you see the followings and it like can be spoilers sometimes. But from these past couple of ones that we've looked at, we've had like 13,000 followers, 14,000. He has like 7.5. Like, there's a lot more of the men this season that have a little bit hardier Instagram followings. So it's not like you can tell front runner-wise like what's going on. Not necessarily, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't tell.
But maybe, I don't know, that might change after first night. But right now,
right.
This is hard. I kept thinking it was going to get easier as we kept going, but I'm like, do I write this guy down too? Like, I have to cut someone.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. I'm trying to. There's nothing about his fun facts that says to me he's going to have a connection. Okay, he was on TV last year. I scrolled further on like a game show.
It's the basketball that is kind of like me trying to figure out like could that be enough?
Right.
Listen,
I'm
I
gonna
understand
write
why
him
you
down.
hate tofu.
I don't know if he's going to be Final Four, but I am going to write him down because I'm intrigued.
Okay, so am I. But yeah, I'll revisit. But right now,
I put a star next to Nate, and I'm putting a star next to him. So I don't want to pair off our Nigerians against each other, but.
Thank you. You understand. I'm struggling here. I'm done.
Okay, next up we have Pardeep. He is 30. He's a neuroscientist from Brooklyn.
Oh.
He's the perfect combo of looks and intelligence, he sure is. For work, he studies the brain to find cures for diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.
Wow.
And though he spends his days buttoned up in a lab when he has free time, he's anything but serious. The self-proclaimed nerd who loves Comic-Con, video games, and reading also has an undeniable Brooklyn edge about him. Pardeep is a truly unique catch who wants to find someone family-oriented, affectionate, and who cares about making the world a better place just as much as he does. And if she can occasionally nerd out with him, that's great. So, fun facts. He loves to sleep in on Saturdays. Who doesn't?
Perfect. No, because there's people out there who like, I'm still gonna be super productive and get up and I have to do like a 10-mile
You do have rise and grind every day, people. That's true.
Yeah, I need to know this
New
after
Year's.
that.
Right. He loves New Year's because he loves new beginnings. And he doesn't enjoy sitting on park benches.
Okay. I feel like as a New Yorker, that's something maybe that you think about a lot more often than the average person, maybe.
Yes.
Because that's like your only outdoor time is just the one, or there are a couple parks.
True. It's funny because I went over to his Instagram and I immediately see a picture of him sitting on a bench, but it's okay. It's okay.
But really, is it just like a sad face emoji next to it in the caption? He's like, I'm not enjoying this.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, perhaps.
Let's take a
Um,
look. Pardeep. Pardeep in Brooklyn. That's his Instagram name. That's so cute.
oh, he's got a podcast.
Oh, wait, he has 3 flags in his. I think he's Trini, Indian, and then what's that flag? Ugh. Google, don't fail me now. Can I do a copy paste? Have we
I feel like
gotten
you
there,
can.
society?
I think we have. I hope we have.
Guyana. Fun. That's
He's.
funny. Because Aaron from last season.
Mhm.
Wait, yes, he's also Indian, but his family is from Trinidad and Tobago because they have a large Indian presence there.
Ah.
So that's fascinating. I'm liking this representation. We're getting more and more diverse casts, and this is cool. Pardeep, you're giving me like kind of like a Dr. Joe, like just nerd, cute, all about your science life.
Oh, and his podcast is called Deep Thoughts. Like, okay. Okay. I get it now. It took me way too long. I'm sorry.
Adorable.
I love it.
I don't think you're getting far, Pardeep. It hurts me. I feel like America's gonna love you. I feel like they're gonna love your little adorable nerdy self, but nothing really in terms of like connection.
I
Yeah,
like him. I like him. I'm writing him down as one of my potential top 4, but I don't know that he'll be with Michelle. But I like that he's like a neuroscientist and works on Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. And
yeah,
like,
like he's basically like also like Maggie, where it's just like this is an incredible human being. What are you doing on this show? Like, get out of here.
right,
Don't
right.
let them break you.
Exactly.
Wait, so you're saying you're writing him down not for Michelle, but for yourself?
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm putting him in my list of favorites.
So you're putting him in your list of like to slide in their DMs? Because I'm making a list of like who I think Michelle will end up with.
Well, no, we said last week we were going to have our top 4 for Michelle and then our top 4 that we personally liked.
Fascinating. My mind has already removed that from my memory, but
So I'm
I'll keep
writing him down. I think he's intriguing.
that. Okay. Well, next we have Peter. Oh, also Pardeep had like 1.3, I think, on Instagram.
Okay.
I already closed out the tab. But next we have Peter, who is 26, and he is a pizzapreneur. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. He's from Port St. Joe, Florida. Peter is a hopeless romantic who commits for the long haul. He is a man of passion, and when he decided to professionally pursue his love of food, he moved all the way to Italy to study the cuisine firsthand. Love it. Now that he has fulfilled his childhood dream of opening up his own, very successful pizzeria, he's ready to find his person and build his culinary empire. Peter's dream woman is honest, committed, spontaneous, and not interested in talking politics on a date. Okay, cut him out. She's ready to support her man, but also has ambitions of her own. She also must love food because, as ready as Peter is to find a wife, part of his heart will always belong to his first love, food. Fun facts: he loves deep house music. He doesn't like libraries. Oh my god. And Peter loves red wine and calls himself a vino head. Oh my, please.
I
Cut
don't
this.
like him.
Yeah, no. Also villain energy. How can you say that you don't like libraries? Because there's a difference between like maybe enjoy reading that much, but like I feel like to say outright like libraries, that's very much like do not bring me your educated thoughts, your quiet time.
Right. Like, I don't want people to have access to books.
Right. Like, what is this? I don't want to talk about books. I don't want to talk about politics. We're never going to do anything on a deeper level than just food and romance.
It's not for me.
Sorry, the deep level is his love of deep house music. So I apologize. You almost had me, Peter, in the first half when you're talking about, you committed to moving to another country and having that full experience and learning and coming back and being successful, all this stuff at 26. Like, that's pretty incredible. But the rest of it is too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even the Instagram's not going to give me anything that's going to make me want to say, oh, yeah, he's great. What are your thoughts?
I don't see anything. Like you said, I think it could be a villain. I think he could be an early exit.
Yeah, I think also a villain. His face gives me villain vibes. Yeah, nothing good. Sorry, Peter. It's a no from me.
Yeah.
Keeping it moving.
All right, next up we have PJ. He is 30 years old. He's a firefighter from Houston, Texas. PJ is a natural caretaker. He loves his job as a firefighter and is someone who wants to make sure that the people he loves are always happy, protected, and healthy. He's very ready to get married and have a family of his own. but he just wants to make sure that when he does settle down, it's with the right woman. Nothing lights his fire more than a loyal woman with drive and beauty. He loves when he and his partner can enjoy working out together and hopes to find someone who has a thirst for travel just as much as he does. He says that he is the last single man standing out of all of his friends, and he's ready to change that. His fun facts: he loves to pass time by working on a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
He does not enjoy the opera, and he wants to visit Brazil and attend Carnival.
All right, PJ. I'm trying to like nail down who the vibes are, like who you are as a person. And there's so many conflicting things. First of all, I don't like mustaches. I'll be honest. And
I don't either.
For some reason, it feels very weird on a black man to have a mustache. Like, I'm trying to think of a black guy with a mustache that I'm like, oh, that guy is sexy. Because all I have is like Steve Harvey in my head.
Yeah, it's not really doing it for me.
And yeah, for some reason, it's nothing. Oh no. I'm just rather like if you're like I'm trying to do the facial hair, just take it all off.
Okay.
This is a night one to me.
You know who kind of pulls it off? I'll send the picture. But I agree, it's not really.
Wait, but what's the name?
Boris.
That's not Boris. I was like, Cujo? This is a Wayans brother. It's the youngest one. From New Girl.
Michael B. Jordan had a mustache for a minute and it was kind of cute, but
okay, you know what? You're right. Michael B. Jordan's, but I still don't know if I like enjoyed it that much. It didn't enhance his look, that's for sure. And also it's Damon Wayans. That's who it is that you sent. I like Damon Wayans when it's a full goatee.
Okay.
And
he is better looking.
Yeah. Mustache.
A solo mustache is a move and a choice.
It's a move and a choice, and it's the wrong one.
This Instagram, PJ has just over 2,000 followers. And he's got a picture holding an alligator.
Very average guy Instagram. No influencer vibes. No. Just hanging out with friends. Pretty much it.
Yeah, it's not giving anything. It's not bad, but it's not giving me like, oh, this is going to be a guy.
Oh, he also is the one that has his own charity organization.
It looks like it's for his father.
It says the Bakari Foundation provides transformative travel experiences, counseling, and related services for families who have lost loved ones at the hands of another. I remember reading this story that he there's a tragic story where his family member was killed abroad. And I think that this foundation is in memory of them.
Okay, because I see an Instagram post that's like in loving memory of Bakari Henderson.
Yeah, let me look that up. And I'm trying to think, when did I must have read this when the cast like first came out on Facebook.
Okay, it looks like it's his younger brother. We have an Instagram that says, "You are more than just my brother. You are best friend, motivator, my inspiration, and so much more. Miss you every day."
Yes. Okay. At 22, Bakari was killed on the Greek island of Zakynthos in 2017, July 2017, while pursuing a dream of launching his own sportswear company. And so this organization that is started by PJ is in memory of that brother and like sharing like travel and experiences and stuff. Aww. That's pretty incredible. The story is tragic, and it's also a very unique way of like giving back to people. PJ, I know I said all of those horrible things about your mustache. I don't take them back, but I do think you're doing some great things out there, keeping it real. The story, I mean, I don't know. It's hard because I haven't seen people who have stories like this not make it far, or not like far, but more than night one. But if I had not looked that up, I don't think I would have thought he made it further than night one.
No. And I almost don't want him to, because then he's just there to like relive his trauma and like share that story. I mean, it's great if he shares the story of his foundation and, but still it kind of feels like trauma bonding, trauma porn.
Yeah. I'm sorry, PJ, I don't feel it for you, but doing great things. Keep on fighting those fires and all the other stuff with your organization.
Yeah.
We shall move to the next man, we have Rick.
Rick and Morty.
Rick, 32, medical sales rep from LA. Rick is a self-proclaimed hopeless romantic who has been thinking about his future wife, for as long as he can remember. He finds romanticism in the small things in life and is the type of guy who will send you flowers at work for no reason but to say I love you. He wears his heart on his sleeve because when he is into someone, he wants them to know and doesn't want to play games. He does love a good game night, though, because he says he can tell a lot about someone's personality when competition is involved. At the end of the day, Rick wants to find his heart's true counterpart and someone who can make the world a better place alongside him. Hashtag swoon. Rick loves his dog, Nana. The movie Hitch taught Rick everything he needs to know about life. Rick is not a fan of double dates. Okay, Rick. The bio was good. It was the
fun facts.
The fun facts that I'm like, okay. Like that you're specific with your dog name and not just like loves dogs. Hitch is an incredible movie. Also shows age-wise, because I'm like, I feel like there's a very unique generation that when Hitch came out, I was like, yes, I'm going to use this.
For everything.
Learning how to dance. Like, it was a good guide for life. So, you know, I can appreciate that, Rick. But some of the other stuff, yeah. Also, like, look-wise, his eyes are unsettling to me. I don't know why that is.
Yes, I agree. Something feels off. It may not be off, but it feels off.
Feels off. He has 800 followers. Nana seems very cute. Nana feels very cute. And yeah, this is a night one guy.
Okay, agreed. I don't see anything that makes me think like, yes, this is a man that's going far.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we have Rodney. He is 29. He's a sales rep from California. He is a glass half full kind of guy. After his dreams of playing in the NFL were shattered by a career-ending injury, Rodney picked himself up and redirected his ambition. He has a great job he enjoys, but says life would be better if there was someone he loved waiting for him at home every night.
Aww.
Rodney is looking for someone who is honest, active, and ideally a former student athlete like himself, which is Michelle.
It's very true.
He wants to find a deep mental connection with someone, but also wants a woman who he can laugh with every day. He knows exactly what he wants and is looking for someone who has that clear vision too. He's done wasting time and is ready to be wifed up. I think I can cross him off my list, but his fun facts. Rodney is afraid of opossums. He's terrified of being catfished, and he is very into intermittent fasting, but only on weekdays. So this is a hell no for me.
Okay, Rodney. I'm truly scratching my head at this. Of all the things that were shared, afraid of opossums. All right. And why are you terrified of being catfished? Although, is that a valid fear? Because I don't know. Is that something that like happens that common? Is that like a common thing?
I feel like I've never been catfished. Like I'm like, does this only happen to men?
Because they don't have the intuition of like
to look someone up.
They're not doing the deep dives,
right?
FBI
like I'm like
style.
I don't know any women that are like, oh yeah, I was catfished. Like I'm like that doesn't.
You're right, but I'm sure. And then on the show Catfish, it was like the women who were. It was just like very blatantly like, girl, you knew you just wanted to like live this lie.
Right. Like I'm trying to think if I have any like personal friends I know, and I don't know that I have anyone that's like I've got a catfish story. Like I don't think I have anyone.
I will say when I was in high school, like it was like the end of my final year, and someone in our class made like a Facebook profile and was fake of like this trying to be a new student.
Oh.
Because like there's only 30 of us in the class, and so we were getting so excited. Like, oh my god, a new blood! And they named him Peter Parker, and I remember being like, oh, that's like so dumb because it's like the Spider-Man guy. And I like messaged them and I was saying like, you know what, welcome to Calvary, like all this stuff, like very much on my game of being the student ambassador that I am always. And then I found out it was fake, and I was like, how dare you? I was trying to show this person around the school the best classes, the best teachers, put up all my effort, and even that like annoyed me. So I guess I can understand why it would be a lot if you're emotionally getting involved a little bit further than that. But I don't think it's something I would think of on the regular.
No. Also, the intermittent fasting just like lost me, but
Have you seen that meme that's like millennials just rebranded? I don't even know.
yes.
It was like starving yourself or something to be called
Yeah, not
intermittent
having money for
fasting.
food, and we called it, yeah.
Yeah. Called
I was like,
intermittent fasting. It's like true. Oh, we can eat between 12 and 8. Or, crap, I'm running late out the door. Let me just eat a really heavy lunch and dinner like like an average
exactly.
adult.
Yes.
um Rodney, I think also too, I said awe when you're like looking for someone to be waiting at home for you every night, but is that also like weird because you're thinking that your significant other will be like a stay-at-home person automatically, or is that like you both get home? Like which way do you think he meant that?
I don't know, because I was thinking that too, and I was like, I mean, Michelle's a teacher. Like, she might not be home until 9 p.m. sometimes, you
Right.
know?
And she's lugging the work home too, making the crafts.
Right. He's got to get over that. So I don't see it. That's my take.
Sorry, Rodney.
Sorry.
Back to Rancho Cucamonga you go. That's such a fun city name.
It is.
So after Rodney, we have Romeo. Romeo, you cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they named you that. Your parents did well. 32, mathematician from New York. For Romeo, math has always come easy. The one equation he has yet to solve, though, is Romeo plus X equals true love. I love it. And this Harvard graduate is he. Okay, let me just. Sorry, I gotta.
Pull the pen out.
So, one sentence, two sentences in, and we're here for this. And this Harvard graduate is here to find that missing variable. He is looking for an adventurous woman who is smart, active, and motivated. Nothing turns him on more than someone with a curious mind. In a dream world, Romeo would love to find a woman who will spend the day exploring New York's many museums, and once the sun goes down, will tear up the dance floor with him at salsa night. Okay. Like his famous namesake, Romeo is a passionate man and says that he falls hard and fast. Will Michelle be the Juliet he has been searching for? Can we stop doing that? The Romeo Juliet. Like, I don't want you guys to both die.
You know he's going to do that as his entrance, though. You know that's going to be his, yeah.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Defy thy father and refuse thy name. I will no longer be a Capulet. Bars. Didn't know. I'm out here. It's fine, guys. No, but really, yeah, that's 100% what he's going to do. But how do you do it when it's the reverse though? Like if you are Romeo, you're like, I brought some poison for you to drink. Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel
Love
like he'll make
potion.
some Romeo and Juliet pun. You know, like it won't be major, but he'll be like, I'm Romeo and I'm looking for my Juliet, or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know if he's going to lean into that or if he's going to lean into like the math equation thing and be like, ha, I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
Wait, is he as a mathematician? Are you just studying math? I'm kind of confused, actually. What is your job?
I'm going to Google this. What does a mathematician do?
But maybe, you know how sometimes like ABC will do weird things to their job and it's like, no, I'm actually this. Because
So
surely
on Instagram it says data scientist.
Okay, I was like, surely he works in statistics or something, maybe for like insurance, and it's just like super boring. So they said mathematician, data scientist. That's where like the money, honey, is right now is data science. I think they're making more than like computer science engineers, software people, and a Harvard grad, and 32.
He's cute.
He's cute. He looks like ladies. What I don't know what his real name is. Alfred Enoch, I think is his real name. Wes from How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
Also known as Long Neck Boy from Harry Potter. He looks like that. He's super adorable. He also needs to clean up his hairline, just like Wes does. But, we'll give him a pass.
The only knock I have is it sounds like he is very much in love with living in New York. And I don't know that Michelle has any interest in moving to New York.
I also forgot to share his fun facts. He's very interested in clean technology. I'm sorry. So many good points. Wants to go to Burning Man one day. Just kidding. Lost 10 of them. And then also studied Japanese for 3 years in college. I love him. Let me look at this Instagram again.
Okay.
Very average boy. Instagram. But maybe not. It's kind of art-esque.
Vintage artsy.
Yeah. Giving some
He's
like
got a lot of
80s.
throwbacks of his parents and like, yeah.
Wait, that's his mom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Like the photo that is on his Instagram right now, it looks like I don't know, just like a legit vintage photo of like what you would see like Google woman from the 80s and it was
Right.
that. So it just kind of like threw me off. Fascinating. So he's half black, half white. Gorgeous. Like it's so funny to see this photo. Like it looks very much like
I just need you to go to
it
the
doesn't even
next
look
picture
real.
of his dad.
That's his dad. I'm looking at these and it looks like he's like a photographer in modern New York, but putting like an 80s filter on it of like whatever. This is fascinating to me that this is an actual human being, obviously. His father looks like, I don't know, you found a photo of like Lenny Kravitz, perhaps. Like in his prime doing stuff on a
The
stage.
caption says, a 1983 pic of my father being a daddy, smirking face.
Stop!
Displayed at the Museum of Sex's Punk Rocks exhibit.
Are you trying to get us to thirst over your father? So, because it's working.
Yeah, I'm like, let me look at dad's Instagram. Oh,
Listen, he's got some great genes. Oh, what? What? I'm scared.
dad, Grammy-winning record producer, audio engineer, recording artist, and educator. So there's lots of money?
Plot thickens, plot thickens. I'm doing a quick Google search. Just to see if he's done anything. Like a song that we've known.
Yeah, I'm like, would we know him?
He has a Wikipedia page.
Oh,
That's a good
okay.
start. Producer for clients that include Mary J. Blige. Have you heard of her? Puff Daddy, Usher, Boyz II Men, Jodeci, X-Clan,